Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Sunday the 16th of July and Monday the 17th of July 2023. And obviously, still talking about the game that happened on Saturday. How did we look? All that kind of thing. We've got this from millfc.co.uk, the club's official website. Mill display new home kit at Gillingham, and as you can see, it looks a lot better on a professional athlete than on a coat hanger in a photograph that the club released on Friday. And here we go. Mill's brand new 23-24 home kit was on display for the first time during Saturday afternoon's 2-0 victory at Gillingham. Take a look at the best of the action from the pre-field below. Here we go. This is it. This is like a photo gallery. So there's the, what would you call that? Tracky top. What do they call them? Quarter zip. It's quarter zip. That Gary Rowett's wearing there. You can see, the players there in the shorts. I like those shorts. I like those socks. Very good. There's Duncan one more there, doing some push-ups. Good stuff. Domu Maku. Danny McNamara. Adomo again. It's got the team at the end. That does look good altogether though, doesn't it? But here's the thing, you can't wear that because you'll be a full kit wanker. We don't do that, do we? There's the penalty. Definitely look, even from a freeze frame you can tell it. Sean Williams knows that he's there behind, he knows. And there's the, look at that face. Fearsome Glaswegian warrior. Kevin Nisbet. Kicking it into the right hand side. Joe Bryan there, nicely tanned. Brings out his toes very nicely. Kevin Nisbet, pale as a Scottish man would be. Murray Wallace, Romain Essay. Okay, the shin pads look worryingly like an ankle bracelet. Oh, kind of weird. Okay. There's the shockingly bad keeper's kit that was in the leaked photos. That was it. And it does look absolutely bizarre. It looks like factories with smoke coming out of it. And you can see that. It's just abysmal. And it's the shorts as well. The shorts are the exact same as the shirt. Like I said, I don't know if that's just to like bamboozle strikers to put them off. But yeah, utterly dog shit goalkeeping kit. But so I would say, yeah, don't stock that. You probably won't sell that many of them. Those numbers do look good as well, don't they? The numbers, bright white numbers on that black, on that dark blue shirt, really does look good. Vogelsama there. Zion Fleming. What's that? Damo Maku seems to have a cross on his sock. I don't know if he drew that on. Hey. So then we're back round, I think. So yeah, there you go. There's the pictures. Yeah, like I said, kit looks a lot better than it does in still photos we had the other day. Yeah, and that's the photo gallery from the Gillingham game. So now we've got words about the Gillingham game. This is from southernnews.co.uk. Mill confirmed injury blow after pre-season win over Gillingham. Yes, first game in front of crowds. And would you Adam and Eve it? First injury. George Honeyman went off with a quad issue at the weekend. He's set to be out until September, they say. Fingers crossed, hopefully, I don't know. So literally, was that like 2 months out? 2 months out, just like that. Does that mean we need to now dip into the transfer market? Does that mean that George Evans isn't going anywhere? Gary Guerrero said he might have to leave because they're not really going to be playing him. Do we pick up our pursuit of Lewis Travers? Is that why we were trying to sign a midfielder? Because they figured out that this guy's made of paper mache. George Honeyman is set to miss the beginning of the season after picking up an injury against Gillingham. The Lions won 2-0 against the League Two side in their opening pre-season friendly, but the victory came at a cost. Honeyman, 28, pulled up 20 minutes into the game and had to be subbed off. Danny McNamara, the midfielder, suffered a grade 3 quad tear. Oh no, not a grade 3. He could now be out until September. Manager Gary Rowett told the News again, "I'm disappointed George will miss a period, especially around this important time of pre-season. His character and ability to play in different positions will be a blow, but hopefully he'll make a good recovery." The former Sunderland player made 38 appearances in the league for Millwall last season and 40 in all competitions. The first game he will miss is tomorrow's trip to Sutton, which is a friendly, so it doesn't really matter. But to have a player now missing for around 2 months, not ideal. Kind of similar. Well, we missed Fleming for the first month of last season. So now moving on to the tactics, and there you can see. So look there, that training shirt. Now they've put the sponsor's logo on it. It wasn't on it before. They put it on it there now. The Wicket Group. So there you go. That's what it is. I don't know if that's what they're going to sell in the club shop, looking like that with the Wicket Group on it. I guess so. I suppose. Why not? Mill boss explains thinking behind key tactical switch against Gillingham. The back three formation was back in vogue during the opening pre-season game. Gary has explained his reasoning for returning to a back three against Gillingham, as he hinted new signings were part of his thinking. Mill ran out 2-0 winners in their opening pre-season game as Kevin Nisbet and Dermot O'Maka hit the goals in the first half and second half respectively. The Lions opted for a 3-4-1-2 formation, with new signing Nisbet partnering Tom Bradshaw up front in the opening 45 minutes. The back three is what Mill began last season with, before Rowett largely went to a back four after 12 championship games. But the Lions boss emphasised the importance of being flexible as he outlined why he deployed the formation at Priestfield. He said, "It gives you two strikers. It allows you a little bit of freedom to get more goals onto your team. I thought we played it okay first half. We didn't play it quite so well in the second half. I think we're always going to be flexible. Last year we started with a 4 and we went to a 5 quite a lot within games. There were times like when we played against Blackpool, we played a 5. We played really well. There were times we played a back 4 and 3 or 4 in the last few games. We didn't pull forward well. So for me, it's about the players. That formation is half an eye on the players. We might be able to bring in, and I think there's a real flexibility in there in terms of what I think we need to be able to manage a couple of formations really effectively." Pardon me. So yeah, he's gone back to the formation that he went with. So, but it was against Gillingham. So they didn't really bother us until the second half when we made the changes. Now, moving on to this from londonnewsonline.co.uk, the South London Press's online website. And if anyone from the South London Press is watching this video, your news articles are not appearing on News Now. I don't know if that's deliberate, whether you've pulled them off there, or whether it's a technical error because something's in the background has changed. But yeah, your articles aren't coming up on News Now. I've just realised that after about 5 days. So yeah, Romain Esse's long-term role could be central as Mill prospect assessed in the engine room role at Gillingham. Romain Esse's long-term future is likely to be in a central role, but Mill manager Gary has explained why it might be a while before the 18-year-old plays there competitively. Exciting talent played alongside Billy Mitchell in the middle of the park yesterday in yesterday's 2-0 friendly win at Gillingham. England under-18 international Esse broke into the Mill first team last season and made 12 championship appearances in total. He signed a long-term professional contract in January. Asked about the youth product being deployed through the middle in Kent, Rowett told the South London Press, "It was a combination of the players we've got and having a look at one or two things, also trying to get him in an area where he can affect a game. I don't necessarily see it as a role he's going to play in the championship straight away, but long term he could be more central. Maybe if you play 2-8s in a 4-3-3 formation. He's gone with so much quality and ability. You saw him always trying to make things happen in the first half. He always tried to get on the ball and wanted to receive the ball. And then you look second half with a few senior players, and I'm looking and thinking, show the same bravery. I've been pleased with him. I think there'll be an opportunity to play him a little further forward at some point." But at the moment, his quality is not going to stop him getting in first team. It's going to be all the other things around it. He's probably already as talented as anybody we've got. He's developing really nicely. Yeah, I've seen elsewhere a lot of people making a big thing about that last line there. He is already probably as talented as anybody we've got. Why say that, and what does that mean? What's the best player we've got? Technically, talented wise, it's Zion Fleming, isn't it? Like, basically. So here we've got Gary out saying Romain Esse is probably as good as Zion Fleming right now. Now, is he trying to big up Romain Esse, or is he just trying to soften the blow when Zion leaves? Don't know, but that's a big statement to make. But fair enough. You've got to think it's there or thereabouts. Now, obviously, Zion's done a few things. He got released by Ajax at 20, and he went off to I think it was Zwolle, and then he went off to Fortuna Sittard. He's done a few things in the different leagues. So he's played a lot of games in first team men's football, which Romain Esse hasn't. So we'll see. Obviously, what that means then, and you see that in the line before, it's going to be all the other things around it. It's not about talent. It's about the craft, the gamesmanship, all the other stuff like being a talented footballer. But how do you put that into a game? Because you see all the time, you see all these players like doing like kick-ups and not players, like people on YouTube and that doing all like keepy uppies and stuff like that. So they're technically gifted with the ball. So why aren't they playing football? Because they don't have the rest of the things to go along with it. So yeah, he probably needs to. I don't know if he needs to learn it or he just needs to figure it out. But yeah, just keep your eyes open and your ears open, and just listen to players around you, especially the older ones like probably Saville and Watmore and Bradshaw, and just keep on keeping on. So there you go. Moving on to, obviously that was the Gillingham game. If you want to see the Gillingham game and you missed it, the club have put a full match replay on Millwall TV Plus. Obviously, you need to be a subscriber for that. But seeing as they've done that for that game, you would think they're going to do it for the next couple of games as well, which would be the Charlton game and the Fortuna Sittard game. So might be worth subscribing to Football TV Plus. I think it's £60 a year, so maybe get on that. You can watch full match replays on the Sunday night. Moving on to game tomorrow. Preview from millwallfc.co.uk. Sutton United versus Millwall. Millwall travel to Sutton United for a pre-season friendly on Tuesday night. Kick-off 7:45 p.m. Following Saturday's 2-0 victory at Gillingham, Garrett are outside, now head for Gander Green Lane, their second fixture in front of fans in 23-24. The manager named two separate 11s in Kent and will be expected to utilise the squad once again against the U's. George Honeyman will be missing, however, after picking up an injury at Priestfield. 7:45 kickoff. Tickets for the short trip are on sale here and will be available on the night if not sold out. So you can rock up on the turnstile and pay. The fixture, however, will not be streamed on Millwall TV, but full match updates will be available on Millwall FC Twitter, which, following the changes on Twitter, you can't see unless you actually have a Twitter account. And millwallfc.co.uk. A report and all the reaction from South London will be published on this website after the final whistle. So they're not even going to do audio, and you'd think, like after the Gillingham game, like that after the first 11, like I think the team in the first half was the first 11. After the first 11 went off, it went turned into like a bit of a damp squib, didn't it? Bit of a kick around. Not really much going on, and just fizzled out. So I would suggest that we're probably going to see a similar thing happen where they're saying he's going to name 2 separate 11s. But if he does that, then who plays at right wing back? Don't know. Maybe Ryan Leonard. So yeah, there you go. No audio, no visual, old school. You have to go down there and see it with your own eyes. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we don't get no more bloody injuries. Can't be picking up an injury every game. That would be an absolute nightmare. Talking of previews, so we got this preview from southernnews.co.uk. Because I was trying to think, have we played Sutton United before? I think we did play them once before, and we did. So it's the first meeting between the sides in almost 58 years. Millwall are looking to make it back-to-back pre-season wins as they prepare to face Sutton United for only the second time in their history. Despite both clubs being based in London, there has only ever been one previous meeting, a 9-1 Sutton win 58 years ago. So, yeah. The Lions are coming off the back of a 2-0 victory over Gillingham, which saw Kevin Nisbet hit the first goal for the club before Adamu Amaku netted late on. And there's the picture of the programme from that game. And a match report, which is on the right hand side, the Finn one. Goal sequence by John Stewart. I'm not going to read that. And we actually went 1-0 up. Millwall zoomed ahead within 2 minutes of the start when centre forward Ryan headed in a long cross from the right wing, but 2 minutes later, loose ball found Blunt in front of the Millwall goal, placed his shot in full side of the net for the equaliser. So we scored after 2 minutes, and it was 1-1 after 4 minutes, and then we ended up losing 9-1. And that was a friendly on a Saturday evening friendly. So there you go. Do we have a date on this paper? No, it's clipped. When was it? I don't know. But there you go. And it's League 2 opposition up next again in the form of Matt Gray's side. The U's are one of the lower league football success stories, having spent all but the last 2 seasons in their history out of the EFL. So, yeah, you're probably quite a well-known name in non-league terms, Sutton United. But they've only just got into the league in the last 2 years. But a steady rise in recent years has seen the club climb from the Isthmian League up to League 2 via 3 promotions in just 11 years. They already have 2 pre-season games under the belt, having taken a 3-2 win at Havant Waterlooville before beating Reading 2-0 at home. Of their 5 goals, 4 have been scored by trialists. Garrow will be aware of the threat Sutton could pose at the VBS Community Stadium. The Mill boss is set to try and give players more time on the pitch rather than play different teams in each half. Oh, here we go. So we've got a bit more information as he did against Gillingham. So what he's probably going to do is play players for 60 minutes and then change it at 60 minutes. That's what they tend to do. They always make the subs at the same time. 60 minute, 75 minute, 85 minute, just to waste time. We'll try and get as many people through 90 minutes as we can with a view that we'll start to think about what the first 11 might look like as we head to the next phase of games. A question mark may hang over the fitness of George Honeyman. Yeah, we know about that now. He felt his quad was a little bit tight Thursday, so we worked to a full match level. Of course, players are going to be tighter. Yeah. Millwall and Sutton have never met before in a competitive match. They've only ever faced each other once in a friendly. It took place in August 1965. Did anyone go to that game? That was an away game as well. Anyone watching this video, did you go to that game? When did you leave? 4-1, 5-1, 6-1? How bad did it get before you thought, fuck this, I'm leaving? getting the bus back to South London. Yeah, so Millwall actually scored the first goal of the game before being overwhelmed by Sutton's intoxicating football, according to the Sutton team advertiser report on the match. Yeah. Well, they seem to be doing quite well in pre-season. Although we beat Bromley 6-1. Bromley are in the top of the conference. And we beat Gillingham 2-0. Gillingham spending a bit of money now because they've been taken over by an American owner. So maybe I'm hoping that we can avenge this 9-1 defeat. Maybe get a high score of our own, but not too sure. I'm not too sure. What do we? Shall I do a prediction? Prediction. I think. Now here's the thing. Probably we're going to concede one. Don't know why I'm saying that. I think we might. Probably 4-1. 4-1 to Millwall. Yeah, there's my prediction for tomorrow's game. Which is weirdly, I noticed on Ladbrokes you could bet on some of the pre-season games, but you're having a laugh, aren't you? Betting on like Mansfield versus Halifax or something like that. So, geez, serious. Now, what about the real games? Tickets are on sale. Here we go. Middlesbrough versus Millwall. Millwall head to Middlesbrough on the opening day of the 23-24 Sky Bet Championship season. Saturday the 5th of August, kick-off 3 PM. And tickets are now on sale to season ticket holders. Yes, right now. If you are a season ticket holder for Millwall Football Club, you can buy a ticket to Middlesbrough away. Then tickets will go on sale to members from 9:30 AM on Wednesday the 19th of July. Tickets are priced at £32 for adults, £24 for over 65s, and £19 for under 18s. Under 14s need to be purchased from an adult senior ticket. Tickets will go off sale at 2 PM on Friday, 4th of August. Pardon me. We have an initial allocation of 1,021 tickets. Coaches will leave the den at 6 AM. And the coach tickets are priced at £35. So there you go. Who's up for that one? That is a long way to go. Talking of tickets, a bit closer to home, started selling tickets to the under-21s friendlies. Dulwich Hamlet versus Millwall under-21s. Millwall under-21s make the short journey to Dulwich Hamlet on Friday the 28th of July, kick off at 7:05 PM. Tickets are now on sale. Tickets are priced at £12 adults, £5 concessions, while under-13s go free. Nice. If you've got a family and you want to go and see a Millwall game, there you go. Under-13s go free. But it's a Friday night. Oh, it's a Friday night. Yeah, it's no school. There's some holidays. When do they start? I don't know. They must have started by then, though. Click here to purchase tickets online. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. But I'm pretty sure you can still rock up on the day and get in. See, it's an under-21 game. I doubt people will be flocking to that, and the Dulwich fans will probably stay away because they're a bit scared. So there you go. Moving on to another under-21 game. They've changed it now. Here we go. This is interesting. Now, why is this interesting? Millwall were looking, I think, to organise a friendly for the first team on Saturday, the 22nd of July, against a team connected with 30 years of Millwall, 30 years of the Den. So I think maybe Honved or Servette, maybe Sporting Lisbon. I don't think they pulled it off, so it's too late to do that now. This was billed as an under-21 game by Millwall. I noticed Bromley was saying it's a Millwall 11. Now we go on to millwallfc.co.uk and they are saying as well Millwall 11. They were saying Millwall under-21s before. Now they're changing it to Millwall 11. So if you're going to that Bromley game, if you have tickets already or you're going to go there, you might see some first team players there now. Because they've changed it from under-21s to a Millwall 11. Because the first team aren't involved. I thought maybe the first team would play a behind closed doors game, maybe on the Friday against the Premier League team. Not too sure. But so it looks like you might. Maybe you'll see like George Savile and Tom Bradshaw who went away for the internationals. Maybe it's that kind of thing. But Gary Rowett very much of the mindset that this is the first team over here and this is the under-21s over here. So we're seeing they've changed it to Millwall 11. So this is interesting. A Millwall 11 travel to Burnley on Saturday, the 22nd of July. Kick-off at 3 p.m. and tickets are now on sale. Purchasing your ticket will also allow you to watch Bromley under-21s take on Millwall under-18s beforehand, with the fixture kicking off at Hayes Lane at 11:30 a.m. So yeah, double bubble. You want to get value for money. Tickets are priced at £15 for adults, £10 over 65s, and £5 for under 16s. Whilst 11 years and older, 11 years and under, with a paid adult go free. I think that's one. Is that one? I'm guessing it's just any. So if you bring your whole load of kids with you, as long as there's one paid adult, they can get it for free. But yeah, so like Bromley have got this sorted. It's like a massive. I was telling you, like you have to log into certain things to buy tickets, and telling you what's going on. Pay on a day will also be available via cash or card. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. Bromley got this whole day planned out. Like they're doing a Mill double header and female big football day, whatever the fuck that is. So here, look, it's starting at 9 a.m. They got like a free training for 4 to 11-year-olds, but you've got to register. They're watching the England game. Fucking England women playing Haiti. Oh Jesus! Entry is free. No shit. No one would pay to watch that. All Wildcat participants will receive free entry. So you got if you get registered for that free football session, you get a free ticket to the bloody game. You probably don't even have to pay to get in. So register for that quick. I don't know if you have to be a Bromley fan or what. BromleyFC.classforkids.io. So you could go to that game for free if you register your kid for the football training thing beforehand at 9 a.m. though. You got to wake up early for that. And then as part of female big football day, because they're watching the England Lionesses play. We'll be bringing together all our female participants from across the club. Blah blah blah. Okay. So Millwall doubleheader. We're delighted to be welcoming our friends over at Millwall for the two fixtures. First up, why not come down early and watch the next generation of Bromley and Millwall stars before the senior players go head to head at 3 p.m. So they're saying senior players now. They're saying senior players. So is it going to be a mix and mix? But I said Gary Rowett doesn't like mixing it. He wants the first team to be separate from the under 21s. So what's going to happen? Because there's no first team game. So yeah, there you go. This is what's happening here. Bromley under 21s versus Millwall under 18s, and then Bromley first team versus a Millwall 11. There you go. Which it doesn't really make any sense. Why doesn't it make it? Because we've already played Bromley Millwall first team. We played them behind closed doors and we won 6-1. So it's kind of weird that we're playing them again. Because it was supposed to be an under 21 game. I think the only under 21s that played in that 6-1 game was Chinockley, Alex Mitchell, Nino Adam Malachi, and Romain Esse. So yeah. So yeah, this is what's planned out for next Saturday. This is all the stuff that's happening there, and then you can find more information at bromleyfc.co.uk. So there you go. You might get to see some Mill first team players. Not too sure, but they did say it was an under 21 game before. They've changed it to a Millwall 11. So obviously something's happening there. Gonna end the video now on a sad note. Brought you a story, I think a couple of months ago. A Mill fan who created a walking football team. He's died. He had terminal cancer, but he's had it for 7 years. And the reason why he thought that he's lasted so long with terminal cancer is that he started this walking football team, to stay active, to get fit, keep fit, and try and be fit. He passed away on Friday, sadly. So, Mill fan and walking football hero dies aged 77. This is from SuttonNews.co.uk. They call him a warrior and a hero, said his loving wife and Lib Dem councillor. A Mill fan who set up a walking football team for people with cancer while suffering himself has died aged 77. Terry Linforth-Hall had been suffering from a terminal blood cancer called Hodgkin lymphoma for a couple of years. He died on Friday, July the 14th. Despite having an incurable illness, the avid Mill supporter never let that stop him from helping others. Before his diagnosis, he was playing walking football similar to traditional football, except players aren't allowed to run. It's typically meant for older people and people with reduced mobility, but Tony believed it could benefit others too. After being diagnosed with cancer, set up his own team. In an interview a few months ago, he told the Southern News that he created the team to share what he believed helped to keep him alive. His legacy lives on not only with the team, but with the hope he created for people at the darkest hour. He leaves behind his loving wife, Liberal Democrat councillor Maria Linforth-Hall, who says she is touched by the messages she has received since his passing. They call him a warrior and a hero, she said. Maria added that they plan to scatter his ashes at Millwall Football Ground to honour his love of the club. The date of the funeral is still set to be confirmed. So yeah, there's just the original story there if you want to go and see it. So this is at southernnews.co.uk. Click on the story and then you can click on that and see it. Yeah. So don't generally like finishing videos on sad stories, but there you go. On that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.